Assalamualaikum and good evening. The Sarawak government remains committed to supporting collaborations with Japan in advancing green energy technologies, including hydrogen, biomass and reforestation. Sarawak Premier Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg said the state government is prepared to provide full facilitation to Japanese companies and financial institutions interested in investing in or pursuing technology partnerships in Sarawak. He noted that Japan possesses strong expertise in improving the efficiency of electrolysis process, which can help reduce the cost of hydrogen production.
What we can do now is to work with you, who has the technology provider, at the same time to improve on the technology. For instance, the hydrogen, supply of hydrogen can be reduced in terms of cost, provided we can improve the electrolysis process.
He said this in his address at the Yamada International Renewable Energy Investment Forum in Kuching on Wednesday. Dato' Petinggi Abang Zohari also highlighted the significant potential of hybrid technology that combines gas and biomass as a green energy source. He explained that Sarawak's climate is well suited for fast-growing crops such as polymer, napia and acacia, which can serve as a biomass resources in addition to the use of waste materials. He recalled the long-standing reforestation partnership between Sarawak and Japan, which has spanned more than 3 decades. The Premier expressed confidence that the integrations of Sarawak's resources, Japan's technological strength, and financial backing from Japanese institutions could pave the way for the highly impactful collaborations in the region. Sarawak's traditional textile heritage continues to be strengthened as the legacy of love left behind by the late Puan Sri Datu Amar Jumaani Tun Tuanku Bujang lives on through the revival of Songket and Keringkam. Minister for Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Sarawak Dato' Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah described Songket and Keringkam as threads of memory that connect generations, preserve family stories and stand as a symbol of Malay dignity and identity.
As we present this book today, The Revival of Songket and Keringkam, Sarawak, honoring Dato' Amar Jumaini, let us recommit to work as she had begun, to honor artisans, to strengthen the ecosystem, and ensure every future thread carries a piece of her heart.
He said this during the handover ceremony of the book The Revival of Sarawak Songket and Keringkam, honoring Dato' Amar Jumaani to the Sarawak Premier at the Sarawak Legislative Assembly complex on Thursday. Dato' Sri Abdul Karim added that the publication of the book is not merely documentation but an expression of gratitude and a commitment to continue the late Dato' Amar Jumaani's work. The strategic collaboration between Sarawak and Indonesia in the health and renewable energy sectors is heralded as a new platform set to bolster the well-being of the populace and advance the green economic developments of the Borneo region. Dato' Petinggi Abang Zohari stated that as many Indonesians rely on healthcare services in Sarawak, the Sarawak government is committed to expanding its medical infrastructure to meet the needs of cross-border patients.
Healthcare remains the cornerstone of our partnership. Many Indonesians rely on Sarawak medical services, and the Sarawak government is committed to further enhancing healthcare infrastructure, expanding medical facilities, and ensuring the availability of highly qualified professionals beyond patient care.
His text-speech text was read by Sarawak Transport Minister Dato' Sri Lee Kim Shin at the Indonesia Evening Ceremony commemorating the 80th anniversary of Indonesia's independence and 20th anniversary of the establishments of the Consulate of the Republic of Indonesia on Wednesday. Elaborating further, he said medical research centers in Kuching and Miri serve as vital platforms for scientific cooperations, the exchange of expertise, and the developments of new technologies capable of improving the standard of regional treatment. Efforts to strengthen air connectivity between Sarawak and Indonesia are being hailed as a catalyst for a new era of regional economic cooperation following the re-establishments of the direct Kuching-Pontianak flight, which began operations in September 2025. The Sarawak Premier stated that this move is expected to boost trade, tourism, and efficient movement of people, thereby optimizing the potential of the border checkpoints in Western Sarawak. He clarified that the air link is more than just a physical corridor, it's a strategic route that opens the door for the exchange of ideas, business opportunities, and social interactions between communities in the two territories.
Ideas and opportunities, fostering stronger ties and mutual understanding between our communities. A significant step in enhancing connectivity is the reopening of the direct flight between Kuching and Pontianak in September 2025. This renewed air link has already had a positive impact on travel, trade, and tourism, allowing our peoples and businesses to engage more closely than ever before.
Elaborating further, the Sarawak Premier added that the launch of Air Borneo's operations in 2026 will also open a new dimension in Sarawak-Indonesia cooperation, as the airline is set to provide direct flight networks to several major cities in Indonesia. Sarawak is firm on establishing its own state-owned medical school, with the government confirming that the feasibility study led by University Technology Sarawak UTS is now in progress. Deputy Minister for Education, Innovation and Talent Development, Education and Innovation, Datuk Dr. Anwar Rapai, said the study is required for the state's license application and has already been approved at the UTS Senate level.
Therefore, UTS has met and the Senate has approved to form this feasibility study group to look into all the requirements that are needed for application of the license. Okay? So they asked to be given 6 months.
He said this during a press conference at the Sarawak Legislative Assembly, Dun Complex. He said the team is expected to begin in January and submit both an interim and full report by June 2026, after which the state government will decide on the next steps. Dr. Anwar stressed that Sarawak can no longer rely solely on federal intake systems, noting that competition for medical seats is high and limits opportunities for local students. He added that a state-owned medical school will help retain Sarawakian graduates who are more likely to serve locally, especially as 54% of doctors posted to Sarawak this year did not report for duty. A total of 17 sporting events will be centered in Kuching for the 2027 SEA Games based on the city's existing infrastructure, available facilities and logistical capacity that already meet international standards. Deputy Minister for Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development Datuk Jeral Rentab Jambu said Kuching was chosen as the main host city by the Malaysia SEA Games Secretariat MASOC after a thorough assessment of the facilities already in place.
The Secretariat of Malaysia SEA Games, MASOC, chaired by the Ministry of Youth and Sports Malaysia, has decided to focus on 17 sports in Kuching only. As the result from a combination of factors, make it the most logical and capable choice. The selection has made after an in-depth review of Kuching's available sports infrastructures and facilities to host only events that can be supported by venues already aligned with international specification and standards.
He said this in response to a question from Maradong Assemblyman Datuk Ding Kuang Hing during the 19th Sarawak Dun sitting on Thursday. He emphasized that although the sporting event will be concentrated in Kuching, other divisions will not be left out. Their involvement will be ensured through the 2027 SEA Games Torch Run, which will take place throughout the state to connect communities and bring the spirits of the Games to every area in Sarawak, including Sarike. The Rumah Spectra Permata RSP project at Susur Jambu Phase 2 Sarike has the potential to be continued with the additions of new units should there be further applications from landowners in the area. The Deputy Minister for Public Health, Housing and Local Government, Datuk Michael Tiang Ming Ti, stated that the opportunity for additional construction demonstrates the government's commitment to continuing the expansion of rural housing development. He clarified that this approach provides local residents with the chance to own a more structured and comfortable home through development schemes under the Village Expansion Program.
The construction of 30 units of Rumah Spectra Permata, RSP, on the scheme Pembesaran Kampung locks at Susu Jambu Phase 2, Sarike, has been fully completed, and the units were handed over to the homeowners on 21st February this year. For the further information, Ali Muhammad for Repok. Additional units will be implemented should there be requests from landowners under the SPK Susu Jambu Phase 2, Sarike.
Elaborating further, he added that the government also provides a longhouse loan scheme to assist rural residents in constructing or repairing longhouses. He noted that the scheme offers loans of 50,000 ringgit for new construction and 30,000 ringgit for repair work per unit door with no interest charged. Balingian is set to enter a more structured development phase as 6 projects valued at 102.5 million ringgit have been approved under the Rajang Delta Development Agency (RDA) and are expected to commence next year. The Deputy Minister in the Sarawak Premier's Department Project Coordination for Regional Development Agencies (DBKU) and Islamic Affairs, Datuk Dr. Abdul Rahman Junaidi, stated that the project encompassed social and infrastructure developments, including a major road project valued at 45 million ringgit. He explained that all the projects are currently at the tender documentation preparation stage before being implemented in phases to ensure orderly planning and execution.
Selain itu, cadangan pembinaan Pusat Latihan Pertahanan Balingian dengan jumlah kos 13.5 juta ringgit turut diluluskan untuk dilaksanakan. Jadi jumlah keseluruhan untuk sektor projek sosial di kawasan Dun Balingian ialah sebanyak 48.5 juta ringgit. Bagi kategori kedua iaitu sektor infrastruktur, terdapat 2 projek utama bernilai 54 juta ringgit yang telah diluluskan, iaitu pertama cadangan Jalan SK Sungai Liuk, Kuala Balingian, Fasa 3 yang bernilai 45 juta ringgit, serta keduanya cadangan pemeliharaan tebingan sungai di Kampung Suyong, Balingian yang bernilai 9 juta ringgit. Jadi jumlah keseluruhan peruntukan bagi kedua-dua sektor sosial dan infrastruktur untuk projek-projek radar di dalam kawasan Dun N58 Balingian berjumlah 102.5 juta ringgit.
Elaborating further, he said social projects such as the Tanjung Pedada Eco Park, the new Dataran Tapak Pesta Berderun Festival Ground, the Balingian Botanical Garden, the Balingian Agriculture Training Centre have also been approved to enhance the well-being of the local population. And that's the English edition with me, Saiful Bahri Muhammad. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We conclude tonight's UKAS Bulletin with the handover ceremony of the revival of Sarawak Songket and Keringkam, honouring Dato' Ahmad Jumaani's book to the Sarawak Premiers at Sarawak Legislative Assembly Complex on Thursday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.